Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Certainly hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July celebration. I know it was quite relaxing, and I enjoyed myself quite a bit. Did you catch any of the fireworks and anything?
Yeah, a few fireworks.
You didn't blow up anything, right?
Oh, no, I don't.
Set anything on fire?
Participating in light them. I just watch them.
Yeah. Did you catch the ones in Washington?
I did not.
That was quite a show.
Really?
Supposedly like the biggest
ever. Well, that's Trump's
in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
But it was pretty. You know, like if you'll watch, like they'll have a big fireworks show somewhere, and they have what they call like the grand finale. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's just like this barrage of
for 30 seconds.
For 30 seconds.
Yeah.
This was like a final finale for 30 minutes.
Good Lord.
I mean, literally.
Wonder what he spent on that.
It was over $1 million. It was $1.5 million, I think. But anyway, it was pretty cool. So, but anyway, the United States plays tonight, plays Belgium. Mm-hmm. Got the controversy going on. Red card. Did he get a red card? Did he not get a red? He got a red card, but Trump makes a call. Apparently, the red card goes away. We'll take it, though, for sure.
It makes you wonder what was said in that phone call.
Yes, it does. I think everybody, when they looked at it, said it should have been a yellow card. It should not have been a red card. So,
and it was off, if I remember the information correct on it, it was off of a video review. He didn't make it in live time.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So Portugal and Spain this afternoon at 2 o'clock, and then Belgium and the United States tonight at 7. You got Argentina and Egypt tomorrow at 11, and Switzerland and Colombia at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We're getting we're talking about the round of 16 here and getting into some really, really high level soccer. So only a certain amount of teams left here.
You being a soccer aficionado, do they survive this round?
Oof. Normally this is when the United States folds. Mm-hmm. But this, I've said this all week or all month. This is the best. This is the best. Not only the best United States team I've ever seen. They're playing the best of any United States team I've ever seen. So I think they've got a great chance to beat to take out Belgium, but they'll need their stars to shine.
Yeah, so that you can see why he made the phone call.
Yes. Yeah. This was he has been a scoring machine for Auburn. So this would have been a huge loss.
USA.
Yeah. What did I say?
Except for Auburn.
Oh, yeah. I wish. This is an Auburn show, right?
Right.
Okay. For the United States.
Without a men's soccer team.
That's right. True. All right. So, we're getting down July 20th. Will be SEC Media Days. Mm-hmm. Then we'll really have something to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
But now we're grasping at straws like everybody else, just trying to come up with something. But we'll start with this today, and we'll take it as far as we can. But this is one of those things. 24/7 are Auburn Undercover. they call it now, asked the beat writers from Auburn's SEC opponents in 2026, what's your evaluation of Alex Golesh? So, we all have our evaluation of him. I've kind of been a little bit quiet about him because, I've been burned so many times now.
Sure.
And every new coach that comes in does a lot of good. And you think, he did this and he did that, and this seems different, and that seems yada, yada, yada. Wait till you coach a game. So that's kind of where I'm at on Alex Golesh. I really like what he's done so far, but I'm going to withhold judgment till I see us play 2 or 3 games in the schedule. Till we play the Florida Gators. How about that?
Sure. Every coach has that new aura that comes with them, the new excitement of like, oh, he's going to be different.
Yeah.
We all sat right here and said, oh, yeah, Hugh Freeze, look at the recruiting classes. He's tearing it up. And he did that. But at the end of the day, did the W or the L show up on the scoreboard?
And did the players, did they respond?
Right.
To his style of coaching? And Hugh Freeze could make a great speech.
Sure.
But it just never seemed like it was.
His, in my opinion, his own worst demise was himself.
Yeah.
Because he had the talent. He showed it in the Vanderbilt game when he got out of the damn way and let the offensive coordinator, actually one person, call the plays. They put the points up with the athletes we had.
Right.
He just had a complex to where he's called plays forever. He couldn't let that go. But he also wanted to go on Monday and Tuesday and play golf. And then come Saturday, go, hey, guys, let's run 32X right Z slant. And then they go, Coach, we didn't practice that. I don't care. Run it anyway.
Yeah. It's in the playbook. So, yeah, we'll run it. All right. So, again, these are beat writers. Graham Hall is a beat writer at Swamp 24/7 for the Florida Gators. What's his impression? Now, here's a guy that was covering Florida last year, and, oh, by the way, South Florida came in 2 games and won that game. So you would think they would have a healthy respect for Alex Golesh, the people at Florida. This is just a couple of things that he says. The first matchup since 2019 between the Gators and the Tigers, it's been 7 years. How about that? I didn't even realize that. Should serve as an early barometer for each respective fan base when it comes to the trajectory of the newly hired head coaches at the program. Alex Golesh on the Plains, John Sumrall in Gainesville. Florida will look to avoid a second defeat to Golesh in as many seasons, but the Gators have greater concerns to address before focusing on Auburn, namely the starting quarterback and the offensive line. If Florida can secure victory in its first road game under Sumrall, it will further validate the notion that Florida made an ideal hire in Sumrall. And I think that, right or wrong or indifferent, I think this matchup between Golesh and Sumrall, Auburn and Florida, is the winner's going to come away going, we made the right choice. Now, do we know that for sure? No. Will we know that for several years? Probably not. But it's not going to change the fact that the loser is going to go away going, did we make the right choice? So we'll see when it comes to that game. But they feel like pretty much, it sounds like they feel pretty much the same way that Auburn fans do, in that we're looking at this game going, I think it's a pretty decent matchup on the field. I'm not. Who do you think will be favored in this game?
I don't know. I mean, if I had to say, because I haven't looked yet at either roster other than Auburn's, completely to look at it, but the way that Sumrall has rebuilt Florida's, I'm going to say right now they're going to put it in a nod in Auburn's favor because it's in Auburn. You're dealing with a coach he's brought his experienced quarterback with him. Florida does not have that. They're, trying to solidify who they're going to be. They've got, I think we covered this now 50 times. a lot of our offensive players came from us from South Florida, so they're familiar with it. Yep. They're going to be able to make adjustments a little quicker than Florida would on their first SEC, and especially a road game. So, I mean, if I'm a Vegas person, I'm putting it in Auburn's favor, but it ain't by much. I'd say 2, 3, something like that.
Yeah, I can see that. Obviously this depends a lot on what happens in the first couple weeks of the season. If Auburn loses to Baylor, I mean, all bets are off, I would imagine. But if Auburn takes care of business against Baylor and takes care of business against Southern Miss, I'm like you. I feel like Auburn will be favored. No more than a field goal, probably. I could see 2.5, 3, something like that in this matchup. So
yeah, I was looking it up while you were talking. DraftKings, it literally says Florida closed at a 2.5-point favorite, and the money line roughly negative 1.45.
So right now they have Florida as a 2.5-point favorite.
Auburn is a plus 120 underdog.
Okay. At home, no less. Okay, so I'm not
over and under 160. So that's a lot of points scored.
Yeah, I'm not sure I dislike the underdog role here for Auburn.
Oh yeah,
kind of like that. But yeah, I don't know if 160. I'm not sure I don't think that's going to be your high over under. That may be something else.
I think I may have. Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure. Oh, AI has generated it. It's throwing out basketball.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like that's. I knew 160 threw me completely off. I was like, what in the world? But anyway, long and short, we both agree. Even if that's right, 2.5 sounds right. It could be Auburn side, could be Florida side, but it sounds right.
It may be a pick 'em by game time,
depending on how they start their season.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Celebrate America's 250th all month long at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. During the month of July, with every new or used vehicle purchase, you'll receive a beautiful embroidered American flag kit for your home. Our way of helping you proudly celebrate. We have over 500 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. You'll find the biggest discounts and a great selection. Visit Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika today. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Only about 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big, no job is too small. Commercial or residential, for all your needs, give them a call today. Also, the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. For all your personal injury needs, whatever they might be, certainly hope you can avoid that sort of thing, but accidents do happen. So if you find yourself in need for some legal advice or some legal help because of a personal injury, Glenda Mitchell Law Firm is the number that you need to call. 334-604-7927. And finally, Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen. They are the carrier dealer in this area. All right, Jim, going back to what we were talking about in the previous segment, beat writers from Auburn's SEC opponents have chimed in on what they think about Alex Golesh. We talked about Florida. Well, Vanderbilt is the opponent in Week 4 on the 26th of September. This one you got to kind of get a kick out of here. All right, he starts out. This is Chris Lee, who writes for Vanderbilt 24/7. At no time was it more clear that Hugh Freeze's tenure was a massive mistake than that wild 45-38 overtime contest I covered between Vanderbilt and Auburn last year. That alone proved that shedding Freeze was addition by subtraction.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I would say so. That pretty much sums it up. It's always nice to get an outside perspective, but I think that hit the tone with the Auburn fan base pretty close. No Diego Pavia in Nashville anymore. So how does Auburn, match up? Well, they pretty impressed with Alex Golish as an offensive coordinator, being at Tennessee. There was that rivalry or that matchup with Tennessee and Vanderbilt years ago, so they pretty much like him there. He says offensively, I don't have a lot of questions other than how long it takes for the skill guys to mesh with the mostly new offensive line. There's clearly talent on defense, and keeping DJ Durkin was a big win too. So do you have that much confidence in Alex Golish as an offensive coordinator?
I mean, if you go off of the Tennessee records, yes, but going it on his own, are we looking at another Hugh Freeze? Is he trying to get Andy's ideas and my ideas and 17 other people's ideas and then mesh that all together on a Saturday? Or is he a Gus and going to call his own rodeo and keep going?
Yeah. Having his own quarterback or the same quarterback from last year, I would expect it to be his. Now, I mean, South Florida is not the SEC.
No, by no means. And that's what, and we brought it up on the show before, that is what number one thing I'll be looking at in game number one. Well, a little bit in game number one, but especially in the game we've been covering, number one in the SEC conference in Florida game. Can Golish's receivers from South Florida match up one-on-one with a Division I SEC corner and beat them? If Florida can find a way to play a man-on-man, one-on-one, it's going to be a long day. Because then you got it down to Cobb and Brown running in the box, and they'll just overload that box.
The final thought here, and again, this guy could write for Auburn, I think. He said, it feels like the Tigers should be better and finally interesting again for the right reasons. After what Golish did at South Florida, I wouldn't be shocked if they finish higher than where they're picked by a few spots. Overachieved. Now, where are they? Again, they're picked at about 6-6, right?
Again, you can only make that assumption because Auburn's coming into it with an established quarterback.
Yeah.
Had we be coming in with a new coach and a new, say, Kristen Tia is your quarterback, I don't think anybody's got high expectations for the season.
I think that's fair. I think not just the quarterback, but the amount. A couple of guys on the offensive line, 4 or 5 receivers, so
sure.
A couple of guys in the secondary. So many of those guys from South Florida that came over. I think that's why they give Auburn. Well, they're already a step ahead. So maybe that works out that way. Maybe it doesn't. But it's certainly logical to maybe expect that. All right, on October the 3rd, you got the first road trip in the SEC. You got a road trip to Knoxville, Tennessee. Ben McKee for Go Vols 24/7. Go Vols 24/7. I expect Auburn to be a stiff challenge for Tennessee when the two teams square off in Neyland on October 3rd. Alex Golish will be motivated in his return to Knoxville and should have the quarterback to pull off the win against a new Volunteer defense who Auburn has hired their former defensive coordinator, by the way, Tim Banks, that may still be finding its footing in the first half of the season. It's a matchup I've been excited for since the schedule came out. So I'm pretty excited for this one, too. It's been a while since we've been to Knoxville.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't like how, for the regular fans, how tight those seats are over there.
Are they pretty tight?
They squeeze them in there, baby.
Well, that's the way you get 100,000 in that stadium.
Oh, yeah. You better not be of the plus size because you'll take up 2 seats.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, are they just bench seats or do they have individual seats?
No, just the bench. The last time I was there now, that's just the bench went across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, we got Auburn takes a bye and then, the road trip to Athens, Georgia, where Auburn has not been successful since 2005. Been a
minute.
Been a while. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you, taking you up to 1 o'clock. Just about 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some great food in the Montgomery or Auburn area. Go and check out their website, steaksandwine.com. Just the letter N there, steaksnwine.com. They got daily lunch specials inside the store there. They've got one of the widest selections of wine in the Auburn area for sure. Great food, steaks, ribs, burgers, casseroles, a little bit of everything. So the food is absolutely delicious. Go and check them out one day for lunch or maybe to cater your next event. They would love to help you out with that. So Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines on Pepper Tree in Montgomery and on East Glen in Auburn. All right, going back to the Auburn schedule and their opponents, we got beat writers from Auburn's opponents here just kind of giving their thoughts on Alex Golesh, at least so far. Jordan Hill, who we've had on Sports Blitz many times, Dogs 24/7. He says the early returns seem positive for Alex Golesh at Auburn. I think we'd all agree with that. And I think in time he can build the Tigers into a contender. That seems to indicate that time is not right now.
No.
From my perspective, a lot of their 2026 success hinges on the offense and more specifically that offensive line. It is a rebuilt offensive line. There's no question about it. You got a lot of different parts from different places.
Sure.
Can it gel? I think we're all wondering that. How good they can. I mean, can you really take a left tackle from? I can't even remember where he was from. I can't remember.
Which one?
The left tackle, Jordan. I can't remember. But a center from South Florida,
you got
or
a Sanford kid. You got a Stanford kid.
Right.
Neal, wasn't it? Didn't he come from there?
You got one from Miami. Plaz, and
South Florida. Trying to remember who else was thrown in there. Louisville. Trying to think off the top of my head, but I get what you're saying. Is everybody coming from different states and different
smaller schools? Big. I mean,
yeah. I don't think it matters as much to me. It's a gelling, as the best word you said it, it's gelling as a group. Whoever those 5 guys are, usually it's going to be around 8 guys because some of them know they're going to get some playing time during the game for whatever reason or other. So to me, you need about 8 guys that are on the same page, and that if something happens before that play starts, if we know our job is to block said defensive end over here and this is my job, well, if that defensive end is head up with me and all of a sudden half a second before the play starts he jumps 2 men way outside, that changes the whole dynamic. And you want a guy, your tackle, to be able to look at your guard and go, hey, I got this. You want them to be able to adjust. And a lot of times that don't happen for 2 or 3 weeks into the season. Like, you just hadn't seen it. They don't know how to do those things because they've never been put under that kind of pressure.
Well, I would swear that during the Hugh Freeze era, we never adjusted to any stunts the defensive line did at all, ever.
How could you when the coach was changing it to plays that he wanted to run? Yeah. And you got guys, and I think we covered it before, that, I think we went out and got one from Mississippi State last year that just big as the side of the house but couldn't bend for anything. So the defensive end just ran around him.
All day.
Yeah.
Jordan says, I think Auburn has an opportunity to give Georgia issues since the Tigers play the Bulldogs right after Georgia plays at Alabama. Mm-hmm. Interesting. If Georgia was to beat Alabama, the Bulldogs could get back to Athens riding a little too high. If the Bulldogs lose, they may be nursing a hangover, and who knows? You might get them twice.
First thing, when have you known Kirby Smart to lose? Like, he's pretty much prepared.
When they play Alabama, often.
Well, but other than that, I mean, he's on an average of about 2 a year or 1.5 a year.
Yeah, probably so.
He's going to have them motivated and ready to play. I don't think so much that Kirby's going to let them come in as a hangover. They'll have to do that on their own as players to be like, oh, hey, we got Auburn because they're terrible,
Yeah, unfortunately, that's been the norm. All right, October the 24th. Come back home, you play LSU. Zach Nagy from Go 24/7. From an outside perspective, Auburn still feels like a tough SEC opponent for LSU. especially under new leadership with Golish at the helm. He's innovative, has weapons at his disposal, and resources to work with. I think with Golish and Lane Kiffin in year one at their new schools, LSU has the upper hand given the talent level of the current rosters, but I believe the future of Auburn is strong. Intrigued to see the roster construction in 2027 recruiting cycle and transfer portal next offseason. Well, I mean, that's an optimistic view.
Sound like he needs to write for us.
Yeah.
Because he sure made it sound like we got something to work with.
I look, a lot of people are falling in love with LSU right now. I'm not buying it quite yet. I think this could be a really good matchup between Auburn and LSU.
Well, again, another, as we're talking about, or as you brought up, another thing to look at is his coaching history. Lane, everywhere he's been, he's won. He's also been able to put points up everywhere he's been. He's one of those guys that reminds me a lot of Steve Spurrier in his heyday, is he could just draw something up on the sideline. Lane will look at it and say, okay, I see what Durkin's doing. I'll throw it at him, and he ain't practiced that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's when it comes to the offense.
Sure.
The offense has got to put up some points.
Right.
I mean, we've been living off of a sliver, having to be perfect defensively to win games. That can't be the case.
If you remember at the end of the season this last year, I did a deep dive into Durkin, and I believe, if I remember right, it was either 19 or 20 points Durkin has averaged his entire defensive coaching career, no matter what stop he's been at. He's been around that 20-point mark. So the big question to you is, can Auburn offense put up more than 20 again?
I hope. Yes. All right, we got to take another break, but we'll be back with more right after these messages.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Sentricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
During Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air Jurassic Challenge, replace your system by July 31st, and you could win up to $2,500 back for the oldest HVAC system or $1,000 for the oldest water heater. Call Dixie and it's done.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Just a couple of more segments left in today's show. Let's quickly try to get through this so we'll have a little bit of time on the other side. All right, on Halloween night, look out. We're going to Oxford, Mississippi to take on the Rebs. Neil McCready, who actually used to write a beat writer for Auburn years ago, he's now writing for Rebels 24/7. He says it's interesting, actually. After the failed Hugh Freeze experiment at Auburn, the Tigers are sort of off the radar, which is a good place for Auburn to be, actually. Ole Miss has some really sexy games on the schedule. Home versus LSU in Lane Kiffin, at Texas, at Oklahoma, home versus Georgia. The Egg Bowl in Oxford versus Mississippi State. That, I think, the Halloween game versus Auburn is under the radar. Had it been a conventional search at Ole Miss to replace Kiffin, I think Golish would have been in the mix. It wasn't conventional, of course, so that's not really a storyline. Now that Freeze is gone, it's just a game, one that's sort of buried on the Rebels slate. There again, I think, I don't disagree with that, and I think that's fine. I think that's good for Auburn, for us to kind of be and I hope we are under the radar, and they don't see us coming.
Yeah, there's not a lot of, if you're looking at it like they are as a beat writer, there's not a lot of headlines you and I can go put on that game. These coaches don't hate each other. You don't have players that hate each other. I mean, we've got one player that left us and went to them that they promised to be the starting quarterback. That's the only headline you got. Yeah. So, yes, this could very well fly under the radar.
Yeah, will we see Deuce Knight this year playing quarterback?
You might. Depends on who they got ahead of us that could knock Trinidad out of the ball game.
Yeah. Now, that would be typically Auburn.
Now, that would
Chambliss get knocked out. We face Deuce Knight, and he just wears us out. All right, on November the 7th, Auburn plays Arkansas at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Look, Arkansas is they're they're in a bad way. They're trying to climb their way out. Now there is a little caveat here where you'd say, there was an erroneous report that said Alex Golich is the next head coach at Arkansas. And then, a day later, they're like, no, that's not true. So he ends up at Auburn, so there is that. Will that mean anything? To be perfectly honest, if we can't beat Arkansas handily, it's going to be a long year.
Right. Well, and by that point, because that's further on down into the schedule, you kind of already know how your year is going to go anyway when you get to there.
Yeah.
And it's,
if you're having a good year and you drop that one, it turns into a bad year.
Quickly. Yeah, it's something that I covered probably 3-4 years ago now. You and I were talking about on the show of possibility of when NIL came out about being like a fisherman, like I have fishing jerseys that have patches all over. Well, Arkansas has just released their new jersey for this year, and they will have, I think it was on the right chest, they will have a Tyson logo right there beside the Arkansas, and it showed the colorations and everything in it, and it stands out pretty prominent.
Really?
Yeah. They are one of, I think there were 7 or 8 that are applying patches to their jerseys this year. Some are choosing to match color for color, where their logos would be the same color as the rest of the jersey, so it just don't pop off.
Yeah.
Tyson actually went with their red and with their yellow through the thing and the whole. So Tyson, again, you were talking about it off air. What am I going to get out of my investment that I'm putting back in? Tyson is a very prominent thing in Arkansas. There's a lot of chickens lives die in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And they say, hey, if we're going to put our, give you $1 million, we want our logo right there on your chest. That way, when you get knocked out like a chicken, they can see your logo while you lay it on the ground.
Well, like you see Yellowwood now on the 25-yard line at Jordan Stadium on the field.
How long before you see it like these other programs on the actual jersey?
You'll see something. I mean,
you don't have a choice.
Offer the money, and the space is available.
Yeah,
I don't discount that for a second.
So you say if the Arkansas, we don't call it a guarantee, but it's pretty much got to happen to finish the season.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then back-to-back games, okay? Well, November the 7th, you got Arkansas at home. Then you go on the road to Mississippi State. So you want to finish this season strong, you got 2 games here that are very winnable. At Mississippi State, Jacob Bain, Gene's Page. I like the Golich hire for Auburn. It seemed like the Tigers were going to try and land maybe a sitting Power 4 head coach, but I like this hire. I think John Summerall fits more at Florida, and I believe Auburn will benefit from having an offensive head coach and bringing in a lot of South Florida transfers with help to ease the transition.
And that's Levy down there?
Yep.
If I had to give you pick a number out of all the teams we got now in the SEC, how many of these coaches, like what we're sitting here talking about, will be fired at the end of the year?
Phew.
Levy jumps right onto that list for me.
Yeah, I would think there's a great chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, how many do we go through an entire season that there's not one SEC coach fired?
Maybe.
Maybe. Time in a long time.
Yeah. All right, and then finally at Alabama, who cares what they think about how we haven't won in Tuscaloosa in so long, but it's.
I think I was there the last time it happened.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Yeah, if that you want to introduce yourself to the Auburn family, Alex Golich, win the Iron Bowl this year.
Oh, there's
for sure.
There's 2 games. I mean, what is the over and under right now? 6.5 wins on the season. If he pulls off a 7-win season and 1 or 2 of those is either Georgia or Alabama or both, he's introduced himself real well.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim closing things out on this beautiful Monday afternoon. For the second year in a row, Auburn will have a representative on the Team USA baseball team. They will be heading to Taiwan to play in the the inaugural collegiate national. Let's see. They call it the Collegiate Baseball Championship at Taichung City there in Taiwan. World Collegiate Baseball Championship. I think this is the first year that this is actually going to take place. So Team USA, Chase Fralick is going to be a part of this, and Jackson Sanders is going to be a part of this. So both of those, I think Bingaman was up there as well trying out for this, but Fralick and Sanders make the team. Both acquit themselves very, very well. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think I saw that Ike Irish was going to be on the Futures game at the Major League Baseball All-Star.
Okay.
So, I mean, he's making making waves, and that's not surprising.
Yes. We knew when he played here, there's no doubt he was fixing to make waves.
Yeah. So
I think I read this morning that Frelick was going to be the starting catcher for this team.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that at all. It's not just. I mean, he's got a great bat, but he also handles pitchers extremely well. That's a big part of it.
It's always been an MO of Butch. If the catcher can do it, they call their own game.
Oh yeah, and he does for sure. Major League Baseball draft is July the 11th, rounds 1 through 4, and then July 12th. So that's just coming up here next weekend. So this is going to really affect how this Auburn class looks. It's going to affect, some of the guys on the team. Do they get taken? How high do they get taken? So that's something to certainly be mindful of as well.
That's also always been a problem with Butch. He's so good at recruiting that he recruits these kids that get drafted high, and then we lose a lot. Say a top 5 class goes to a top 15 class because several of them went in the first round.
We've been very fortunate, I think, since 2023. We haven't lost any. But we're going to lose a couple this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's some really, really good-looking prospects. All right, it is July the 6th. Happy birthday today, Merv Griffin, the great Merv Griffin. Bill Haley, a lot of people consider him the father of rock and roll. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock rock. Happy Days thing. That was Bill Haley.
Yeah.
Bill Haley in the comments. Janet Leigh. She was the one that was murdered in Psycho. Jamie Lee Curtis's mother.
Okay.
There you go.
I know Jamie Lee.
Ned Beatty. He was in Deliverance with Burt Reynolds.
Okay. Very
memorable part. I will say squeal like a pig. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Burt Ward played Robin on Batman.
Okay.
He's 81 years old today.
Goodness.
Fred Dreyer, Hunter. He also played in the NFL. Sylvester Stallone is 80. Rocky is 80 today.
Okay. You think he's got one more movie?
Rambo.
One more.
I think Rambo's missions are over. I think Rocky's, The bell has sounded for Rocky. Jeffrey Rush, if you are a fan of The King's Speech, really good movie. Also, the Pirates of the Caribbean. He was Barbosa. Willie Randolph coached the Yankees. 50 Cent, one of your favorites, right, Jim?
Is he 50?
Yeah, he is. He's actually 51.
Wow.
50 Cent is 51. Yeah, good call. Kevin Hart, very funny guy. Born in the state in 1979. Pau Gasol was a center for the Lakers for several years. Born in the state in 1980. Eva Green, a lovely woman. If you're a Bond fan, James Bond fan, Casino Royale, she was the Bond girl in that one. Zion Williamson played at Duke for a year. Went on. People thought, people put out there like he was going to be the next LeBron James. And injuries have been a problem, but I'd say he's got a ways to go before he makes the kind of impression that he was supposed to.
I've been watching a documentary lately over MJ in comparison to him to any other player, and it's not even fair.
It's not.
Like these kids want to come up and say LeBron, he is not even in the ballpark. He's a good player, yes, but not MJ.
No, nobody's no. I think having lived through that, I mean, it's
we got
hard
to watch the greatest era of basketball there was.
Yeah.
When you had Johnson and Bird and them, and then Kobe right there at the end. The young Kobe come in with the old Michael, and Michael still, dominated him. I mean, he played in multiple eras of multiple good players, and Michael still turned it on anytime he wanted to turn it on.
Oh, yeah. Well, 6 titles, and they would have had 8 if he had not retired for a year and a half. But 6-0.
One cool part.
Never went to a Game 7, by the way.
They interviewed some of his former players, and Scottie Pippen was one of them. And they said, Scottie, we're going to give you a choice. Pick 5 guys you want, to take on anybody in this era right now. And he says, well, I'll take Michael. I'll take myself. And he said, I'll take Dennis Rodman. And the guy said, well, who else you want? He said, you can come play with us as far as I can. He said, all three of us. He said, Dennis will beat them up. The other two will score. And he said, that's all we need.
I think that's probably fair.
It is fair.
Yeah.
Because Dennis
you
was
and
one
I
of the
could play
roughest
with
that
him.
ever played the game.
Yeah. He was unique, that's for sure. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Be sure to join us tomorrow on the Auburn Blitz. Same bat time, same bat channel. For Jim Hardy, I'm Andy Graham. It's all on for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.